So why has Woo Network been blowing up recently? We're seeing green candles all over the place for this one, and it's been all over social media. Well, if you don't know about Woo, I've got a full video explaining my investment thesis, going into why I wanted to invest in this originally, and how backing the Woo token gets you in with the picks and shovels of the whole industry, as these guys are involved in trading liquidity across centralized, decentralized, and institutional trading terminals. So for a full update report, check this video out here. But in today's episode, I'm going to show you why this has had such a significant uptick over the last week. As ever, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notification. And for additional updates and picks, check out my Patreon, link down below. So Woo recently had a rebrand, and we know that rebranding can be a powerful tool, especially in a bull market. And now we have Woo Network. So they've gone for a more all-encompassing name, as they were previously going by Woo Trade, but they're now kind of branching out from just doing trade. They've got their fingers in a lot of different pies, including having their own investment arm as well, where they actually back the protocols that can enhance their offerings. So we have three mainstays here. We have the WooX exchange. This is the trading platform for professional traders, but also novice traders and general retail folk like me and you. Then we have Woo Trade here for institutional level exchange, where they're servicing a lot of B2B clients. And then finally, we have DeFi, or WooFi as they call it, with their liquidity tapping into decentralized finance across many different networks, not just Ethereum, also the likes of Polygon and now Fantom. So Woo comes under the umbrella of Kronos Research. These are the guys behind them, a huge quant trading firm doing 5 to 10 billion globally each and every single day, which is ridiculous. And so it made total sense that they brought out their own trading platforms. They've also got partnerships with the likes of Who Exchange, Gate, Dodo, and Ascendex, just to name a few, and they all tap into the liquidity provided by Woo. So trading liquidity all over the blockchain, which enables traders using Woo and their affiliates to get the deepest liquidity and the best prices. And you can see from here, they have an extensive list of ecosystem partners, one doing the rounds right now, of course, DYDX, which we'll explore in a bit, but notable names here: Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Sushi, and top tier projects like Chainlink and Cardano. So just to emphasize the point of the deep liquidity here, when you go onto a general altcoin, sometimes you'll see the plus and minus 2% depth, really small, paper thin liquidity, prices move very easily and quickly. As you can see from the Woo Network stats here, they have huge, deep liquidity for all the top cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, $20 million to move this market, just 2% here. For Bitcoin, $59 million, Polkadot, $2.4 million, Binance Coin, $5.8 million, and so on and so forth. So this really is a picks and shovels play. Getting involved with a provider of mass liquidity enables you to piggyback off their success. And for most of us, we do believe that the overall trading volumes will continue to grow and grow and grow in cryptocurrency. So being able to get a cut of this through the Woo token seems like a good idea. And this is the thesis I've had all along for this one. And this is the reason I originally bought Woo. So it seems like recently we've got a lot of headlines in Woo's favor due to the migration of Chinese traders looking for DeFi homes instead of centralized exchanges. And you've seen that the liquidity on many DeFi exchanges is actually enabled by Woo. But what does the Woo token actually do for you? Well, you can get zero fee trading on their exchange, WooX, by just staking 1,800 Woo tokens. As you can see from the chart down here, the taker and the maker fees are quoted. The more that you hold and stake of these tokens, the better the rate you get and the more rebates and referral rewards you can get as well. So if you stake just 300, you get a reduction in the taker fee from 0.05% down half, but then stepping it up to 1,800 staked, that becomes 0%. And then if you want to come and stake even more tokens, you're just going to get increased referral rewards here. And if you're utilizing APIs to do your trading, the taker fees for those go down substantially as well. So you can get free trading if you would like to, and you'd like to stake 1,800 Woo tokens. But also on top of this, they utilize 50% of their revenue generated from the exchange, liquidity services, and asset management services in a monthly buyback and burn program. So 50% of revenue buys back Woo tokens, and those are burnt forever. So this makes it a deflationary cryptocurrency, and you can see from the start of the year here the burn amounts: 5.2 million, 817k, 500k, 300k, 700k. A bit of a lull then through the summer due to the downturn in the market, and then August has picked right back up again, and I think we'll see a huge burn for September due to the recent spike in trading volumes. So here is WooX, that retail facing exchange platform. If you want to go ahead and sign yourselves up, I'll leave a referral link in the pinned comment down below. This was quite scarce to get your hands on previously. During the beta phase of this one, everyone was trying to get themselves into this exchange to experience zero fee trading. But now we've had the full release of the platform as of August 20th. We're starting to see more users come and get involved with this. So the main improvements here are the fact you have a split screen, so you can easily trade multiple markets at the same time. And you can also fully customize these as well. I can knock some of these off. I can make it into, say, 2 screens only, 1 screen only, change a variety of layouts and things in here just to suit my trading needs. So a rebrand and a product release very recently. That, of course, does help for price action. So we can see from the chart here, fundamentals were improving, but the price was just compressing down. Bit of a trend line I'll draw on here. And so price had been flagging for some time, bouncing between the support and resistance areas, and eventually we had a resolution here over the last few days with a breakout from around 62 cents all the way up here to around 88 cents. So for me, it seemed like the price action was lagging the fundamentals for quite some time, and we just needed the spotlight to come back on Woo for the price to play a bit of catch up. So my expectations for this cryptocurrency are for it to go to multiples of dollars in valuation. I think a fair price for this would be around $5, putting it at a market cap of around $2 billion. And when you factor in other centralized exchange tokens that we'll look at in a minute, I don't think that is an unfair valuation. Now, if you buy your 1800 Woo, you can stake them and you will receive staking rewards. You can see from my account here, I've got just over 11,000 Woo tokens. I deposited these and I've earned some rewards. Current annual APY 5.11%. I was grandfathered in from the beta phase, and the tier I would require for this status level would now be 12,000 staked. So as I say, I'll leave a link down below. Get yourself signed up, buy some Woo tokens, get them staked on here, minimum 1800, and then you can trade on this platform for free for absolutely ever. Over the last month, they've added a load of new coins, the likes of Amise Go, ICP, and even DAI. They've now got 68 trading pairs. And recently on September 27th, they broke 2 billion in 24-hour volume. So this is a momentous thing. I've been tracking this project from the early days when the trading volumes were like $100 million a day. And that was a tweet-worthy post back then, really celebrating 100 mil in volume. We've come a long way in a short period of time, and now 2 billion has been breached just 24 hours after smashing through 1 billion for the first time. So we're starting to see that network effect grow. A lot of people using Woo's trading facilities due to the fact we're seeing restrictions in different geolocations. So one of the community members I follow here is Coach Koi. He's a Woo maxi for sure, and he's very bullish on Woo, having seen the likes of BNB make huge strides in their market cap. He says today, 1 year ago, Binance had 2.4 bill in daily volume. On the same day, BNB's market cap was 4.2 bill. And so Woo's just posted 2 billion in trading volume, but its market cap is around the 400 million mark. So he's suggesting that the market cap should not be below 10 billion in the next 12 months. I think that is very, very bullish, but I admire that kind of enthusiasm. But I do think there's a lot of room for the Woo token to really grow in market cap level. And as you can see here, Woo Network has better liquidity on Binance's own BNB token, which is rather crazy when Binance is known as one of the leading exchanges for the liquidity overall, and even their native token, you're better off trading it on a Woo Network. So current market cap, $422 million, fully diluted around 2.5 billion. 1800 Woo to trade for free forever. It's going to cost you around $1,400. I think the price is down slightly from here. Yeah, so down to 78 cents right now, $1,400, and you can trade for free for the rest of your life. Pretty good stuff, not a bad deal. And as we can see from the price chart recently, we've had that kind of 0 to 1 moment. People realize that Woo's interconnected with DeFi. A load of new Chinese traders are going to be entering DeFi and tapping into Woo's liquidity. And this is going to have a good effect on the Woo token price overall. And so people have been aping in here. And if we just compare Woo versus other centralized exchange tokens, it's down here. Rank 156, market cap 421, and we can see like the landscape's changing a bit here. Huobi's really had a pullback. They have a very Chinese focused user base, and of course their token price is down significantly due to the fact China's banning their population from trading cryptocurrencies. So people are going to have to flock elsewhere. So if, for example, Woo were to flip Huobi, that would be pretty much a 3x from 400 to 1.2 billion. If we then look up above again, the likes of FTX, about $6 billion in valuation. I think that's roughly a 15x from here. And then if we go all the way up to Binance, well, we'd have to do way over a 100x to get all the way up there. So that's the kind of competition level. Those are the big boys in the industry, the heavy hitters that you want to chase down. And I do think Woo is undervalued in comparison, and I do think it will reprice over the course of the next few months. So another ecosystem I'm interested in is Fantom, and they've now been added with a partnership to Woo. So this is kind of a I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of event here. Two organizations collaborating on a wide range of activities encompassing DeFi and CeFi sphere, bringing better liquidity to Fantom and more volume to the Woo network. We know Fantom is a highly traded coin, with L1 season being firmly here. And on the flip side, Fantom is going to now be able to tap into the deep liquidity of Woo. And they have a lot of institutional investors who I'm sure will like to get their hands on Fantom but need deep liquidity. And Woo will actually provide that. If we just go back to this chart here and scroll down, we can see Fantom has around $1.6 to $1.4 million in plus or minus 2% depth here, which is a vast improvement on where it was just a few months back. So you can see this partnership has definitely been helping. And within this article, they also go on to explain that this will boost Fantom liquidity, but they also are looking to boost liquidity on bridges to and from the Fantom ecosystem. And I think Spooky Swap will be a part of that. So you can expect additional liquidity for the Spooky token as well as a result of this partnership. And if you think back to the summer, prior to the Polygon-matic absolute explosion in price, just before that happened, Woo became a partner with Polygon. And it's no surprise that the volumes absolutely went through the roof after that. And I think it's due to the fact institutional players can then tap into these ecosystems. So definitely one to watch here is also Fantom. So whilst the trading terminal WooX is mainly for professional traders, not just typical retail folk, so what you want to do is actually onboard some of the biggest traders out there. And I don't know if any of you follow this guy, Pentoshi, a renowned crypto Twitter trader. He's now officially on Team Woo, bags packed and secured over there. And this guy is doing millions of dollars in trade. And if he's paying like 50 basis points on Binance versus paying nothing on Woo, it is a no-brainer, and he will save millions of dollars over his trading career. So this kind of promotion and help from someone with 200,000 followers, 286K here, is definitely going to help push the case for Woo. And that partnership just made on September the 5th. And further showing how deeply entrenched Woo is in liquidity, we saw recently that DYDX went through the roof, now over $1 billion in market cap, as we saw a load of Chinese traders flocking to that derivatives trading platform. Well, guess who provides the lion's share of their liquidity? It's the Woo network. They make up 44% of DYDX's liquidity provisions. So this means if you're bullish on DYDX, you're also bullish on Woo. They will grow hand in hand. So once you can see how deeply enshrined they are with liquidity over different layer ones in CeFi, DeFi, and institutions, you can understand that this is a very undervalued token and one that can grow exponentially as huge network effects can be garnered. So just for fun, the market cap of Woo would have to grow pretty much 3x to get up to DYDX. If it wanted to get up to BNB, for example, it would have to do 135x, or maybe an FTX even, 14x. You can just see there's great room for growth here. And then last but not least, I want to point out this chart because it does show the explosive growth of Woo network. So this is the total market share of exchange volume across the whole of crypto. So obviously 100% would be all the trading that goes on. Well, from the start of the year, WOO was like 0.1% of global market share. As we can see, going through the months here, from March through to May, they got up to around 0.5%, then to July, around 0.5%, and then spiking up to around 1% here. Early September, going to 1%, and then over the last few days, you can see now reaching up beyond 1.5%. So this is a very bullish chart, and if this growth rate does continue, the market cap of the WOO token will follow. So there we have it. This is why I am bullish on WOO. This is why you buy tokens with good fundamentals, you sit and wait, and when the price goes down, you DCA in further. So now the thesis is playing out for WOO, and I'm really excited to see how this progresses over the coming months. We've had a bit of a 0 to 1 moment due to the fact Chinese traders are no longer using their centralized exchanges as trading homes. They're going to have to go into DeFi, and the WOO network provides a ton of liquidity for decentralized finance. Coupled with the full release of the WOOX exchange, remember, link down below, sign yourselves up and get involved. We're now seeing explosive growth from the WOO token. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, got some value from it. If you did, make sure you subscribe if you're new, or throw a thumbs up on the video if you're already a part of the crew. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.